A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Baylor is still trying to right the ship during Dave Aranda's tenure, but they have made some big moves in the transfer portal to get back to dominance in college football. DJ Lagway, who struggled in his sophomore season at Florida, looks to be healthy and ready to rock, and they are ready to prove that they can be one of the top teams in the Big 12 yet again. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense will go to work first. And let's take a look at Jaden Thomas. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you. And the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The give. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bears offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes DJ Lagway. He's been able to put together a solid resume, and we're anxious to see what he can do in this one.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house. Palmer, it's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stress a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the second level, this dude is gone.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires on the move. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Some misdirection with the counter. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Just feeds the running back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Bears need to pick it up on 4th down. Fourth down, Lagway. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
Trying to move them on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Lagway. Out wide right, it's Livingston. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rebels offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive. Dumps it to the back. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Nice move to keep running. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lagway wants to throw. And wings it incomplete. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Under pressure. Shakes off the defender. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the counter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Right back to the well. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Hits inside. It's Thomas. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the RPO got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 32 set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It'll be a draw. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Baylor. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They give it to him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The run inside. It's Thomas. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burnett. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Caught. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Wants to throw it. They're all over him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Left side, it's Livingston. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He'll pull it down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Lagway to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for room, it's Thomas. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Baylor 13, UNLV 3.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Baylor's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they really expect to stick to the running game here in the second half. This is a close game, and he's a little concerned with his quarterback's shaky performance in the first half. Turning the ball over put them in a tough position, but they are dominant on the ground. Expect them to continue to really force that issue at the line of scrimmage here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Nice move there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got his man. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made.
The Rebels are flying down the field. From the gun, it's Thomas. Past the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Burnett. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Here comes the heat. Grabs it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 32 set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Lagway. Right down the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Still running at the 40. There's a little room there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rides to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Plows his way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He wants to go deep. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, UNLV.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Heading into the 4th quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Motion from the wideout. On the ground with the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He wants to take the top off. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Walker. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Leaves it in his belly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Escapes the pressure going right. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Keeps it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Finds his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking for the edge. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's got enough. Maybe a crease. The tag! Touchdown, Baylor! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Scott. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Rebels offense is back on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Wants to throw one first. Got a man. It's Burnett.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snaps on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
And the Rebels in the hurry up. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells the run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Burnett. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Handoff to the single running back. He gets just a few links away from that 1st down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
On the return. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Rush is on. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
2nd and long here. The snap sets up the throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.